last time. I can feel a terrible, mournful vengeance coming from these items.
So this is where it should be. Hello and welcome to Xenogears Part 16. Finishing up the Crusaders' relics. And yes, for some reason I did decide to go ahead and wear the Crusaders' relics.
Typical Imperial lies. First you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead?
Keep walking. The last thing I need is another awkward report to the Jarl.
The Dominion is here, and we're watching you.
There's supposed to be something about some part of this mod in here. On Dalamar, it definitely doesn't have anything to say about it, so I guess I will go elsewhere. But the real reason I came here, from the third page, in the City of Stone, in the House of the Lover, the Helm awaits her champion. Well, I'm definitely not doing the Dibella quest. Huh, I was going to use an unlock spell, but apparently the door is locked but not shut. I brought something to deal with her lack of illusion and sneaking.
Dibella, guide us.
They keep, like, getting up out of their seat. I'm gonna take my shoes off to see if it helps, like in earlier games. Like, is their detection that good, or my stealth just that bad?
I don't think I understand exactly what's going on in these sculptures.
That's some nice craftsmanship around the room. Oh, wow. I don't know what possible point that could serve. Which brings me to another point. Most of this stuff actually probably belongs to Cyrodiil. So it is really unclear where all this stuff is supposed to be. I mean, the mod description gives pretty specific locations, but some of these locations don't have the items. Yep, that door led to a modded area. See, even though I'm invisible, they are still just like standing up. Where are you? What was that noise? Must have been the one. What was that noise? That actually happened when I hit an Oblivion Remastered in the arena. Notice how I'm not stealing most of this stuff. It's called roleplay.
I don't know that I'm old enough for this reading.
Ah, yes. Nothing says stealthy like being stark naked.
Well, clearly she's got X-ray vision. She can see me and through my clothes. Boo!
Where are you?
I think the mod author may have accidentally marked these items as being naked, which is also kind of funny. When she put it on, I had to turn off the modesty from Everglades conditional idols. But people are making comments about my beauty and stuff like that, which is from positive undressed reactions. By the way, all these places that I can't find these, I'm just giving them to myself. I don't know what's going on with this mod. This is some dealing with Daedra level BS though, and I guess not a good showcase. But that's why this isn't an individual showcase. Like, this is a really cool idea, but I can't seem to find about half of the things. Upon the great arch, Arkay safeguards the dead. This sword is hung in its humble hall. That is the House of the Dead in Solitude. Wow, one of the items is actually here. I'm not crazy. To anybody who wanted a showcase for where all the rest of the stuff is, I'm very sorry. Having to steal the sword might be considered making her unfit to use the items. Well, they forced my hand. From clue page 2, the heavens, the wind, the air, this is Kynareth's domain. The boots are planted in the roots of beginning. Which is, of course, Elder Gleam.
Hello there, friend. You come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary as I have. Truly remarkable.
A lot of this mod is supposed to be gated behind doing vanilla quests, which sometimes I really hate and sometimes I really like. Like, for instance, all these quests were done by my other characters. She is uniquely equipped to grab this item, though. And I don't think they're actually gated behind the quests. That would explain why they're not appearing, but that sword appeared, so I don't know. More Relics of Hyrule stuff. I think this is the kind of thing that just needs quest markers. Like Legacy of the Dragonborn did it, when you're searching out specific coins and whatnot. I'm just combing the area trying to grab any physics objects. Oh my god, they're actually here. I really like the concept of this mod, but apparently I don't have enough patience to do it correctly. Or the items just aren't appearing, I'm not sure. Tall does Stendarr stand, a beacon to the worthy. The gauntlets are protected by his light. Clearly, Stendarr's beacon. I would say as going through the motions as a story, this is still okay. Not as a guide, though. I'm losing count of how many times the vigilance of Stendarr have been destroyed.
From your place.
Goodbye. He bounced several times. There he goes. They still got a cloak and amulet of Stendarr out of it. Honestly, if the CC had put in this like little modicum of effort, instead of just having it in the hands of bandits just like every other CC, had spread them out and given like notes and stuff, because the quest is pretty basic, but it's way better than the CC. I can't say that I'm surprised the item not being here. Oh yeah, the boots weren't a physics object, so that probably won't help. Oh wow, would you look at that, like magic. Oh my god, I've got honor. So like if I had done all this quest except for the very last item, I could have just kept this forever with no penalty.
According to the School of Julianos, who seem to be tracking artifacts, the Lord's Mail is in Cyrodiil. I don't know that this is completely diplomatically savvy, but I was ordered to secure these items. I've heard rumors of political unrest in Cyrodiil, which is kind of the norm in High Rock, but we do have the best vaults to store these kinds of things in. Best not to question orders, I think.
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions.
Roheisa, Knight of the Rose of Wayrest. I need to cross to High Rock.
You and hundreds of others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either. Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage.
Besides papers, what else could convince you?
If I'd heard of you and you'd completed some great deed, I'd be able to justify writing the paperwork and putting my rank on the line. As it stands, I haven't heard of you, and I'm not risking my livelihood for some traveler I've never met. Sorry.
Well, bollocks.
Hey, that's some nice armor. Probably the best replica of the Crusaders' relics I've ever seen. Wait, that's very enchanted. Holy shit, are you just trying to walk across the Cyrodiil border wearing the actual Crusaders' relics?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds extremely foolish.
Tell you what, I'll help you get across this side.
What do you want in return?
Did you manage to recover the light armor version?
You're not seriously suggesting I'd give you an entire set of priceless relics to get through the border, are you?
I mean, maybe. Come on. The light armor version wasn't even worn by Pelinal himself. It's just a very enchanted replica.
No deal. Here's my counteroffer. I have another relic to secure in Cyrodiil. Would you be willing to help?
Depends on what it is.
The Lord's Mail.
If you think you actually know where the Lord's Mail is, it's been lost for centuries. I'd be glad to come on the ride, as long as I get that armor.
Good enough for me.
Stand back, I'll do the talking. Hey, check out the staff I recovered up north.
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions.
Come on, Sentis, stop acting like you don't know me. Just because you got stuck at this shitty post.
If I'd heard of you and you'd completed some great deed, I'd be able to justify writing the paperwork.
Fine. I am sorry about the mule incident. I didn't think you were going to get banished all the way up here. Nothing? Still nothing? There's only a couple of things I'm good at. Sweet talking isn't one of them. Do you remember what happened the last time we fought? Going in to paint you a word picture of what could happen if you stop me this time.
I'll show you what real pain feels like. I submit.
Wow! That beatdown was an excruciating detail.
Yeah, well, Papa always did say I had a penchant for description.
Well, it certainly worked. So your name's Dotella?
I go by Tusselle. You're Roheisa, right?
Indeed. Pleased to meet you.
We should stop at the Snowstone Rest down the road.
The room is yours for a day. Your room's just this way. Please follow me.
So you're a captain? I didn't think Legion officers were also adventurers.
When I get time. Also the Fighters Guild.
I see you pulled out the staff of Hasedoki pretty nonchalantly. At least it fits the textbook description. Staff with a horned blue head.
Yep, it's the real deal. Somehow made its way from Morrowind to Olenveld after the Red Year, then to Skyrim recently. You have a good eye. Want to hear the story over a drink at the bar?
Sounds delightful.
So what's your deal anyway? You ever take off that helmet?
Oh. Of course.
Oh, hey, I figured you'd be horribly disfigured under there or something, but you're cute.
You're not gonna try and kiss me or something, are you? I don't know if I could handle that happening again.
Psh, no, you look kinda young anyway.
It's my birthday in about a week. I'll be 16.
Wow. When I was that old, I was still in school. Mostly just avoiding learning anything and brawling. 10 years can fly by.
Anyway, some meat in a story?
Oh no, you gotta try the Colovian brandy. Watered down for your stature and age, of course.
Of course.
So anyway, a few years back I helped the island of Olenveld out with an invasion of necromancers.
Was it one of those times where the locals don't offer you any help?
No, they helped out. And I did have an old friend from Skyrim with me.
Wonder if it's anybody I know.
Doubt it. I think he's living incognito. Well, the Legion in Cyrodiil thinks he's dead anyway. So, a couple months back, I get a tip from an old contact in Olenveld that somebody named Ivara found the staff of Hasedoki. It's being smuggled by a bunch of skooma smugglers to Skyrim. You know, on account of it being a lawless wasteland.
I did notice it seems like if you commit crimes in a hold, your bounty doesn't usually follow you between them. That's similar to High Rock, but we've never considered ourselves one unified nation, despite what the people in Daggerfall might claim.
So I found the cart that had been ransacked. I guess the smuggler had a bit of bad luck with bandits. Geez, this place is out of control. It's just criminals killing criminals out here.
Ah, I see you're also a brawler/mage. Not a very good one, though. Dozen bottles of skooma to Delvin Mallory. Brittleshin Pass, staff of Hasedoki. I'm glad they kept their purchase order. Oh yeah, and I like how the third page was like, it's a portal to a place called the Soul Cairn. If there's loot inside, we better line up some buyers. Feels like modern business. If necromancy was real, somebody would definitely monetize it. Randomly, no effect. Seems like the necromancers could not control the undead in here. Bone boys are coming back. Don't know what's going on with the more summons, but I'm just gonna blow them all up. And that's it. That's the whole CC. I feel like somebody could integrate this staff into Olenveld, which is an interesting but, you know, not 10 out of 10 mod. While you have it equipped, it's got a ward. It does a little knockback, but they gave it to me with no energy in it. The next day, behold, giant rat's natural enemy, the spirit dog. They just backed off the dock. I think this might be the tower I'm looking for.
I can take you.
I don't know why their weapons are like invisible.
I can take you.
Take who?
I can take you. I wasn't hurt, but they did make me feel better.
Man, this thing is like backing away slowly.
I can take you.
Man, where are my iframes?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, hey, that was a nice move I did there. Hey, well, there's the door. And we got him.
So you really think this thing is down here? Or are you pulling my leg?
The School of Julianos seems to be tracking artifacts, and they haven't steered me wrong yet.
With all the stuff you're taking back to High Rock, I think the next crisis is probably going to be there.
Maybe Hammerfell, since it's just across the bay from Wayrest.
Hopefully for your sake.
To me, it kind of feels wrong killing Minotaurs. I mean, this is kind of like their relic. And they got essentially the reverse orc treatment by the early Empire. Used to be people, became monsters. They're not even that tough. These feel like the civilian Minotaurs. Necromancer here too. Yeah, I mean, it's working for me. Definitely not a match for the Minotaur in Maven's Arena, or the ones I've met in the wild in Skyrim. Rigmor of Cyrodiil establishes that Minotaur are pretty much extinct. Also, that's a pretty well-known fact. Am I the bad guy here? Because it seems like it.
Suddenly, this doesn't feel right. Tusselle, are we the baddies?
It's possible, but what's done is done, I guess.
All right.
You know what might make you feel better?
What's that?
Meeting the Emperor and presenting us with the light version of the Crusader armor. And maybe the Lord's mail?
I will give you what we agreed upon, but I have orders. I do want to get that promotion I was promised.
Well, that's nice. I'm not going to try and pull at your heartstrings. I don't care where the relics go.
My god, I need a mod to restrict the amount of times Meridia's beacon pops up.
It can't just be as easy as walking in, can it?
Of course not. I sent a request for an audience while you were walking in. Conveniently, he just had a cancellation. But we gotta hurry.
Go on in. You're expected, Captain.
Well now, I see on your request an envoy has a gift for us. Please approach, Captain. And a knight from our trusted ally, Wayrest.
Your Highness, Sir Roheisa would like to present us with a set of Crusader's armor, recovered from Skyrim.
The original light version, worn by Sir Erelder himself. I thank you for this gift. I'll ensure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. The Thalmor definitely would not appreciate these items.
You are welcome, sir.
Skyrim's had a lot of turmoil as of late. I've been meaning to plan a trip up there for years to visit my cousin, but with the infighting in the Elder Council, I haven't been able to tear myself away from my work for ages. So sorry, us old men do ramble from time to time. Please, don't let me keep you.
I'll take my leave, Your Highness.
Oh, and one more thing. I'll leave the other Cyrodiilic items you're holding to your safekeeping. It's not as big of a loss that these items are found, but those would be far too grave a loss.
The old man is definitely sharper than people think.
You did that on purpose, thinking he'd order me to hand over everything, didn't you?
Yeah, well, maybe he's a bit more compassionate and smarter than me. You've earned the relics. Farewell.
Au revoir.
Roheisa, you've returned.
Oh no, that's the alarm bell.
Halt.
It seems this rogue knight incited a prison break. Did you procure the relics?
Yes, sir.
You keep Chrysamere for now. We got wind of this. We have a few knights in disguise as guards. I'll take the armor and mace. Join me in fighting our way to the prison depths.
Yes, sir.
Halt. see you burn! Over here!
We got separated, but it seems the prison break is over now. They were headed to this room, the vault. Seems as though a whole cadre of knights colluded with criminals to plunder Wayrest of its treasure. Since I'm here, I might as well deposit Chrysamere and the Lord's mail. I guess on the bright side, the Knights of the Rose will have a few open spots now.